Hey Promise Church family, I'm coming to you today from my home. And this is the time of year when the days start to blur together. If you're anything like me, you might be asking, wait, is it Wednesday, Saturday? What day is it again? But regardless of what day it feels like, today is Sabbath Sunday, a day for us to celebrate with family and friends and hopefully rest and recharge too. Even though many of us are traveling, celebrating Christmas, taking some well-deserved time off, I wanted to take a moment to connect with our Promise family. I want to celebrate all that God has done in 2024 and raise faith for what He's going to do in 2025. We'll close with our end of the year video in just a few moments, but before we do, I want to share a few simple ways that you can use this Sabbath Sunday. First one is just to take time to celebrate. Enjoy the blessings of God. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 tells us, I commend the enjoyment of life because there is nothing better for a person under the sun than to eat and drink and be glad. Then joy will accompany them in their toil all the days of the life God has given them under the sun. Solomon reminds us to enjoy life. There's nothing better than sharing good food, time with loved ones, moments of gladness. Let joy accompany your work. And if you have family around right now, enjoy that time together. If you have good food, savor every bite. If you're on vacation, soak it all in. And remember, every good and perfect gift comes from God. Truly celebrating is enjoying it all. Another way to truly celebrate is to give thanks for it. Recognize the source of it all. One thing we talk about at Promise is to express gratitude in our worship, in our praise, and even in our giving. Gratitude doesn't do much good if it just sits quietly in our hearts. It has to be expressed. That's why we give God praise, why we sing, why we give, why we serve. We're expressing gratitude. Also to those around us, express it through words, a note, a text, a phone call. Let someone know you're thankful for them. Another piece to celebrating is to celebrate others. It's really called honor. Recognizing someone's value and worth in your own life. This Sunday right here, I want to honor our incredible ministry at Promise. We have over 20 people on our leadership team that lead all the ministries of the church. We have life group leaders, worshipers, band members, prayer partners, kids church teachers, dream team members, coffee pourers, door openers, car parkers, and handshakers. And every Sunday it requires right at 100 positions to be filled, people serving across 2 services to make the ministry happen. And this Sunday is an expression of both my gratitude and honor for them and to allow them to take time with their loved ones to rest, recharge, and of course, to celebrate the blessings of God. Second thing I would say is just to connect. Take time to connect. Life gets busy, but this week offers an opportunity to slow down and reconnect. I had a moment actually during church recently. If you notice, our teenagers will sometimes flow out of their row and worship in the front of the church. During worship, I saw a tall, skinny teenager in the front, and for a split second I thought, who is that kid? Then I realized it was my oldest son. He's growing up so fast, and even though I see him every day, sometimes life is so busy that we miss the little changes happening right before our eyes. Right now is a great opportunity to connect and reconnect, to catch up with those you love, your spouse, your kids, your family, maybe even a family member that lives out of state. Maybe reach out to a Promise family member. I don't know who it is, but invest in those valuable relationships this week. So make the call, send the text, make someone's phone ring, and when they see your name, they say, wow, this phone call is out of the blue. You never know, a quick message might turn into an hour-long conversation that refreshes you in return. Proverbs 11:25 says, a generous person will prosper, and whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. God has given us relationships to refresh us and for us to refresh others. So this week, I hope you'll take time to connect. And thirdly, take time to prepare. This is the perfect time to look back, to reflect on where you are, and prepare for what's next. Pray, raise faith, ask God, what do you have for me in this season? Prepare your heart to say yes to His calling. Prepare yourself to take action. It's a new year. It's a new season. It's a new day. We only get so many of these, and I promise you, God has a plan for you in this season. Jeremiah 1:5 says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." God has a plan for you, and it's a good plan. Let's get ready for 2025 with full faith and expectation. Because next week, January 5th, we are going to kick off 21 days of prayer and fasting. This has become a Promise Church tradition, dedicating the first part of the year to God. We're going to take communion together in both services, 9 and 11. At the end, we're going to fill out prayer cards and raise faith for what God is going to do. Over those 21 days, we'll have morning prayers and devotions and special opportunities for worship and prayer. There'll be pop-up groups, ways to stay connected, and I can't wait to start it all with you. But before we do, let's look back and take a moment and celebrate all that God has done in 2024. We've seen miracles, lives changed, so many tremendous things. So enjoy this end of the year video highlighting all the amazing things God has done. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I look forward to seeing you in 2025.
I don't care how God heals me, I'm just wanting to heal me. It doesn't matter when He wants to heal me, I just want to be healed.
Hey, I just joined Conectados.
Too cool to cook.
Yeah, of course I joined the Pastor's Life group. I'm the pastor. I love that he says, such were some of you. You were this way. You used to be this way, but you're not anymore. Why? Because I got a new start at the cross. And I've been washed, I've been justified, I've been sanctified, and I've been forgiven. Baptized, your sin is in remission. And when God looks at you, He's saying, I'm analyzing your life from front to back, from inside and out, and I don't see it in you any longer. I can't see those chains on you anymore. I don't see that sin in you anymore. I don't see that error, that problem, that mistake. I can't find it. All I see is joy. All I see is grace. All I see is mercy. All I see is, it's white as snow, because baptism sets you free.
God, that it was not something you have to guess, but it was something that was external in a way that you have to speak it out. You have to declare it forth.
I don't know if I got any 105, but if you're still breathing, God still has a plan. If you're still breathing, God still has a will and a purpose and a word and a direction and an assignment on your life.
He loves my child. And when you take care of God's business, you better believe He's going to take care of your business. Your job is to stand on the Word of God. Your job is to declare His promises. Your job is not to settle for the lies of the enemy. It's time for women of God to rise up and say, over my dead body, are you going to take my children? Are you going to take my marriage? Are you going to take my mind, my joy, my peace?
I'm glad you stayed with us. I'm glad you connected with us on this Sabbath Sunday. I encourage you to just celebrate the goodness of God. Enjoy all the blessings God has put in your life. Connect, reconnect, catch up with the good people that God has surrounded you with. And of course, pray, prepare for what God has for you. Raise faith, believing God has a good plan for you in this season of your life. God bless. I'm looking forward to seeing all of our church family next week, 9 and 11 at Promise Church. We're going to have a great time kicking off our 21 days in 2025.